Morning, Gray. How are you?
Good.
Good. How old are you?
7.
7. What grade are you in?
First grade.
First grade. Where do you live?
I live in Red Lodge, Montana.
Montana. I'm going to just ask you some random questions, trivia questions. Okay? Let's check your knowledge. All right. So, who is the leader of Russia?
Vladimir Putin.
Ah. All right. What two countries border the United States? Which one to the north?
Mexico?
No. Which one's... That's to the south. Which one's to the north?
Canada.
Canada. Yep. So you know a lot about the presidents, right?
Uh-huh.
What other thing do you know a lot about?
Football.
Okay. So what do you know about football?
I know a cool saying. I know my impersonation, Brett Favre's impersonation of Keith Jackson.
Okay, go ahead.
Just the other day, I had breakfast at Tracy Rocker's house. Mama brought up 15 flapjacks. I said, Mama, take back 5 of those flapjacks. I gotta stay hungry for the Crimson Tide.
What's your favorite subject in school?
Reading.
Reading. What's the longest river in the United States? What spells M-I-S-S-I-S-S?
Mississippi.
Yep. Do you know the show The Office?
Yeah.
You ever heard of the guy named Ricky Gervais? You know when you were watching the show last night where the guy that was in the room with the kids?
Yeah.
Do you know that he's the guy that created The Office? He was the Michael Scott of Great Britain. Can you believe it? Does he seem like a Michael Scott to you? Or does he seem more like a Dwight?
In the middle.
In the middle? Why do you think in the middle?
I don't know.
Who's your favorite character?
I like Dwight.
Do ya?
And Jen.
Why do you think Dwight's funny?
Because he does all this weird stuff that, like, everybody's like, Dwight. And then he just goes, alright, I'm just going to set up this thing. Remember that part where they got a drug test and then Michael Scott, it was like, he didn't know what those things were and he was like, what are these?
Yeah, I kind of remember that episode.
Yeah, and Dwight put out the codes and it was so funny.
What's your other favorite episode?
I like the basketball one.
Oh yeah, that's a great one.
Where they shoot baskets and like Michael got poked in the eye or he got a bloody nose, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. And then Jim was just so good at basketball, but Dwight and Michael always had the ball.
Yeah.
Like he wouldn't give it to Jim.
That's pretty hilarious, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
What other interesting fact can you tell me? Can you think of anything off the top of your mind?
A football?
Sure, give me a football stat.
I know lots of people in football.
Sure.
I can name a Green Bay Packer named Max McGee, Super Bowl I and Super Bowl II. Marvin Harrison for the Colts.
Who was the first MVP of the first Super Bowl?
Bart Starr
Oh.
for the Green Bay Packers.
Yeah. Who has the record for the most receiving yards for a wide receiver? Do you know?
I think that might be Jerry Rice, but I'm still working on that.
That's a pretty good guess. Yeah. What do you think the best running back was ever?
I'd say in my book it said it was top 10 running backs, it said. It said. What? I think it was one of the Sanders. Yeah, it was one.
Barry Sanders?
Nope, he was number 8.
Oh. Who was your favorite children's author?
I like Mo Willems.
Why do you like him so much?
Because his Piggy and Gerald books are funny.
Yeah, they're pretty hilarious, huh?
I like the throw the ball one where Piggy throws the ball and it just plops right behind him. And he's like, oh, I threw it so far I can't see it. And then Gerald was like, it's right behind you. You know what that means? And Piggy's like, yeah, I threw it around the world. But he actually just plopped it behind him. And he's like, just realized that. And then at the end, Gerald threw the same thing. And he's like, oh, yeah, I rock.
At your class, what president fact do your classmates think is the coolest that you always tell them?
I don't know that, Avi. I don't know that, actually. I don't know.
What's your favorite thing to tell people?
I like to tell people Millard Fillmore, totally. When Millard Fillmore fell off the second step on the plane, he was clumsy. Like that the best.
Do ya? I don't know if they had planes, but...
No, he was walking down a plane step.
A plane step. Just a regular old step, not a plane step. I gotcha. Yeah. All right. So, do you think it would be fun to be on a show? Yeah.
Yeah.
What did you think about that show that I showed you last night? Did you think it was fun? Did you know a lot of the answers to the questions?
Yeah, some of them.
Yeah. I was surprised you were just blurting out answers when they were asking the adults the questions, like the caterpillar one and...
I know. She said, the very hungry alligator. And she read all these books and she was just like, I was just like, it's not even close. It's the caterpillar.
Well, we'll send this video in, so can you give him a wave? Okay.